Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year's Eve day. Thank you for coming in and spending this little time with me. Um, Hello, Sharon and Sylvia. Um, it's just a fully packed day. So today I'm going to be today because I'm doing a show tonight as well, and that is going to be the Night Owl special edition uh, for New Year's Eve. Anyway, so I'm going to be working on things that I want to do for my business in the new year. So I have a shirt, and of course, it involves SS6 and SS10. Um, and you really can't tell from this template, kind of, so it's bling. And then this one in SS6 it says, is my business. So I still have a few dots cut out of that. And I'm going to be doing that in the rainbow. Hi, Carla and Bobby. Welcome in. So I'll be using the rainbow because I have that in both colors. And I'm going to be making this shirt today only once, but I have it's going to be like my uniform, when I'm out and about, because I'm going to put the QR code, which I still have to read, on the back. And my HTV that I like to use the smart vinyl because that sticks. And so I just had scraps of that. So I had to, excuse me, first time speaking, and I still have dry mouth and my throat. Anyway, um, so my QR code, um, I made it, in Linktree. And so it has everything. If somebody scans my QR code, they're going to get my Instagram, my YouTube, my Facebook, my Square website. They're going to be able to connect to all the things. Oh, and buy me coffee. And I don't think I have I might have Cash Up on there. I don't know. But so everything, all the things, they'll be able to connect if they scan that. So they have their choice of where they can like check me out. And then I also have this one too. I like this one. It's playful. It's so the same, bling is my business. And both of these I got on Creative Fabrica. And I have other ones from other people that I still have to cut out. So that's just what I'm going to do. And so the other thing, and I have my phone. The other thing, I think I now, if I show you my phone, the other thing is a tote bag, and I'm going to be using infusible ink. That is something that I'm going to have to cut after the show and save that for my projects half done tonight, because what happened is they dropped the font that I used. So I have to come up with a system font and change that. I don't know why it changed, but it changed because I know I already changed it when I don't have Cricut Access anymore. I know I already changed it from one of their fonts. So anyway, busy day today. Um, the and I'm having trouble. Hi, Cheryl. Welcome in. And Bobby, I'm pretty sure I said hello to you too. So so Windows did an update, and with that update, it's now making it difficult for me to. Oh, I don't even have this camera on. I'm sorry. It's making it difficult for me to get into Design Space. I deleted a whole bunch of stuff, from the cache, history, all kinds of stuff. And so now it only takes, like today, I prayed a lot because yesterday I worked at it all day long and couldn't get in, and and I and I don't think it's Cricket. I'm pretty sure it's my computer, which makes me want to do work harder on my business because I need to get another laptop. I need to get something that's going to be working for me. Um, let's see. Let me go ahead and switch this around and what I'm working on. Oh, you can see what I did the other night. Yeah, and that's another thing I got to do tonight is the Happy New Year. I should have made the Happy New Year because then I could put this one up on the tree in the morning. Um, but I got a bundle off of Creative Fabrica that was all of that, and so my tree is converting to black and silver. I thought I moved my anyway, so it's black and silver. So I made some black and silver bulbs. So see, this is my camera in the way. So it's going to be a work in progress. Tonight I'll be doing some more things. And then Laura informed me that she wants to do a live tomorrow. So the Patch Hack crew will be live tomorrow, regular time, 5 p.m. So, this girl's going to be a bit tired. um, I'm trying, there we go. Because I have this one, and then tonight I'm going to go live at 10:15. I don't mean to say all the time, but anyway, so 10:15 Central Time. And so Lisa will be joining me. Hi, Tracy. And Bobby's on the fence because she will be going back to work. So she'll be on the fence for that. And so that's all I know so far. I only have 6 seats available. But anyway, and what I want to focus on tonight is, like I said, the projects half done. I've got sewing projects that I have some things that all I need to do is just the top stitch, and then they're done. They can go in the bin for the website, and and I could stop moving them around. So anyway, that's what I want to work on is getting those things done, clear out the old stuff, so I have room for the new stuff. And new stuff, what I mean by new stuff is projects. So I'm really going to be focusing today on the stuff for the business that's going to advertise for my business, and clearing out my projects. What are y'all going to be doing? Hopping from YouTube to YouTube, flowing in the streets. I forgot my daughter-in-law is off this week. She messaged me this morning. And of course, I didn't go to bed till 6 a.m. because I was trying to get things done, and everything was just taking so long. I click to move something on Design Space, and then it has to spin, 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 spin. So better days are coming. That says 6 block dots aren't as fun as it says 10 block dots. They're so many. And I was thinking last night that that's probably what happened in my thumb. I don't know if you can even see it. I keep cutting it so it's growing, but it was like something way down there, and I thought, oh, I probably got a flock dot down in there that then was festering, but it didn't get infected. So, but anyway, this is really cute and I can't wait to make it. And I really like this one too, the way that they have like rainbow for this one. Oh, I'm using this camera. Now you can see it better in this one. That's the other thing is on my other laptop, the camera was much clearer, sharper. I don't know what it looks like to you guys, but to me it looks like, the old photos when they start turning hazy, brown. Um, wow. Let me see. And this did work. It just doesn't get all of them, but it works better on the SS10s than it does on the SS6. I mean 10. Whew, yes. It works better on the SS6 than it does on the SS10 for me anyway. Brushing. I picked out so many flock dots. Oh, well, this is lasting more than a week, Bobby. Um, I actually had to even butterfly it to close the gap, um, and to prevent. And then I put then I put, I made a little sock from, I made a little sock from a glove to protect from getting water underneath there because I didn't need, a fungus to grow or whatever happens. I apologize for not having this done. It's just it just doesn't come out. Um, that I have to, I don't know what it is. I got to chat with my little miss yesterday. She got a phone for Christmas. However, she tried to video call me, and because I have two Facebooks. I have the regular Facebook, which if we're friends on Facebook, that's the Facebook you're on. And then and then I have Facebook Lite, um, which is what family and high school friends are on. And I on my old phone I was able to have two regular Facebooks and then two um, messenger accounts, but now they don't allow that. They allow you have to have like regular Facebook. Hey, Bedazzling Designs. You have to have a regular Facebook and then Facebook Lite, and you can't have two messengers. Although have I can message through it. I have to get in that Facebook and then tap on the message sure thing to say that's where I want it to be, but it won't do like video chat. So we're gonna have to work out something else I'll have to work something else out with her parents. But she's happy. She's got her own room again. Um, oh, I forgot. Cece, I'm drawing a blank. I know who you are. I'm just trying to blink as to your name since we can't see it anymore. So because I'm going to be doing the QR code on the back, and for those of you just coming in, I made the QR code in Linktree, so it has all of my everything. It has everything that I would want people to connect to. Um, Instagram, Facebook, um, uh, YouTube, my website, and then the cash apps, buy me coffee. So, and I'm going to put that on the back, and I put the link. Oh, WhatsApp. Okay, I'll talk. Carol. Thank you, Carol. Um, I think I think that we could do WhatsApp because I'm Android and they are. Hey, Stephanie, and they are iPhone. I think she's got iPhone. I don't know. Her mama's iPhone, her daddy's Android. But so back to the QR code. So I created it. I learned that from Delonda back when she was making those keychains. And so I did that. And then Marilyn just did a video, and I linked that video in the description. And she had made some QR codes for friends for their business work shirt. And so she did a video on that. And so I linked that one in there because then it teaches you exactly the same thing about QR monkey or whatever it's called. Anyway, where I had created my link tree. Actually, you, I didn't watch her whole video. Um, because it was just before my live last week, I think it was. And but I went, so I guess the link tree I learned from Delonda. And I don't know if Marilyn went through all of that, but she did go through on how to create a QR code. And they're really easy. And I did mine because I did this one. This one is only Squarespace. So I did this one, and I put it on a coaster. So this is just HTV, and this is for my Square account. And I did this so that I can just carry this, and if anybody wants, then they can just wants my shop, then they can just like scan this and they can have my shop. And so I did that, but then when I learned about the link tree, then I did that, and I haven't made I'm going to though make a coaster using that. And it's not bad. This um I it worked. Let me just say it worked. And that's um I don't remember if that's Smart Final or it might be because I have the blue. So um okay, so I have to get the WhatsApp. Is that how you communicated when your son lived in overseas? Cheryl, is it good for international too? Although we're not international anymore, we won't be for 3 years at least. I feel like just putting this aside and brushing in the SS10s. because I can't get them off my finger. But yeah, I see what you mean, Bobby, because they get in there in the fingernail there, and but you know what? It's going to be gorgeous. So, like I said in the beginning, I'm just going to use rainbow. I did my thumbnail in the blue and the green because those that's my logo. I mean, that's my okay, you can't see the green very well. Um, but anyway, that's my colors for my business. And officially, I need to come up with a really good logo, something to work on in the new year. Okay. That is the worst part. I gave my little dog a bath and found them on her 2 weeks after I did the vlog. Barb was saying, Barb was saying that she has a golden retriever, and and it gets in his hair too. Um, and she said if he comes in the sewing room when she's sewing or doing embroidery, then he's full of threads too. And I can relate to that. I mean, I don't have any pets here, but I look down there and it's like between my hair falling out and all over my leg, stuck to my pants. Then it's the threads too. It's like sewing is messy, but worth it. I'll be pulling the machine out again tonight um, for the special edition of Night Owl Crafting, the New Year's Eve edition, um, which I'm starting at 10:15 Central Time tonight. And so the Patch Hack crew, Laura and I will be on tomorrow night. And so the theme is um, New Year's. And let me see. And this is a lid to my SS6. So anyway, so I have, I've just got all these boxes of projects. So it's okay. I'll have something ready. I'll have something ready because I've got multiple themes. All right. So I like to put it on the back of the mat because then it doesn't stay there. It was sticking to that, and I was just using that because I was using the mat. All right. Yeah, I find the flock dots even at my family's house, and I don't so they must have traveled with me because I don't cut over there. So my son will be 50 on Sunday. And my portraits from 755, the upside down painting, and then the other one are supposed to arrive Monday. Um, so if they do, then I will reveal them on Night Owl Crafting. Oh, and Keisha Elliott will be dipping her toes into the YouTube pond. Um, she's going to come live with Lena and I on Monday night. Lena will be back from her cruise. Can't wait to hear about her adventures. Oh my goodness. I'm exhausted. And there's not that many that are still stuck in here. It's just I get stuck. So for those of you that bling know that there's a shortage, and I lived through that shortage in 2023, and I had fortunately had just ordered the 50 yard roll of both the KTM mask and the flock. And I had ordered it, and then they said it's on back order. So I was able to buy some of the original rocket flock from one of our community members that had Etsy shop. Yeah, I was using it, but it Bobby, when they're still stuck down in there, it doesn't help. Because some of them are sticking up on the outs on this side, and some are sticking up on the other side. But anyway, so I was able to get that because when I had just started, I had just ordered a little bit because I didn't know if I was going to like blinging or not, or if it was something I could do. And so anyway, so I got my taste and love it, and so that's when I placed the order. And so when it came in, everyone was complaining about the glue. So I didn't even try it. And then Eve had come out with her purple stuff, and so I bought that. She gave us some at Bling Fest, and then I had bought some, and so I just kept using that. And now that, and then it's like, oh, I can't. Then when that ran out, it's like, oh, I can't order anymore. I have this big 50 yard roll. I'm gonna have to like deal with it. So I've been using that, and it's not rat trap stick. It's not rat trap glue like everyone was saying. So I guess maybe it calmed down as time went on. But so that's what I'm using, and I'm glad that I have it because I would hate to need it for my business and not be able to get it. Hi, Geneva. Welcome in. Okay. Now let's see. I have to hold up to the light to see. I think oh, nope, there's one. Mix it. Yeah, it's $3.95. Thank you, Bobby. All right. Let me get all these off my fingers. All right, where's the oh, my pants. All right. Oh, there's another one. My precious pieces, your SS6. What's getting me through the pain of bleeding these little teeny tiny flock dots, microscopic flock dots, is that it's going to look beautiful. All right. All right. I think, let me check under this bright light. I don't have any pets in this house, but my eyelashes are falling out and my hair. But I'm going to be fine. All right. Yeah. And I'm going to be using rainbows, so it's going to be flashing beautiful colors. All right. So it's I don't know why it's I don't know why it's acting like that. But anyway, it's bling and then is my business. So let me go ahead and push that back. I don't know what this is my camera. I don't know why it's not focusing. How do you get it to focus? Okay, so this part is the SS10, and then this part is the SS6. I'm going to cut this part off. All right. Mm. Put away my piercing tool, paper piercing tool. And I'll weed this out um, after I get this in my project box, just because I need to take a break from weeding and get something beautiful going on here. So I'm making this one, both both of them are in the rainbow color. I will be making one in the um, neons. One will be the the SS10 will be um, the neon blue, and then the SS6 will be neon green. I won't be doing those today. I just have one shirt. I have to go get some shirts. And so I have, hi Deborah, welcome in. My paintings from 755 are supposed to arrive Monday. I'll be doing an unveiling Monday night if they come in. You never know. But the notification that I got from the post office is that they are arriving Monday. So I'm excited. It's going to be difficult to wait all day because I wanna do it live. I was going to do it at whoops, at, with my family, but with the kids being gone now, you know, I think my community will appreciate it more. Now I just realized I don't even have my heat press plugged in. So we dipped down into what we call freezing. We've had to run the water so our pipes don't burst, but now we're on the climb back up. We won't reach 100, but we're going to be up in the 90s. Not today, but today's Wednesday. Oh yeah, so it's just right around the corner. So next year, which is fine. It's just when it's cold like this, and when I say cold like this, I'm talking 50s. So it's 60. Last I looked, it was 62. Um, but when it gets in the 60s, I got to go out there and start my car, keep the battery charged. It's a new battery because I didn't do that last year and I lost my battery. It died. So Marilyn did a video of how to create a QR code um, and add it to a shirt. And I had created my QR code I had created and And I did mine in the monkey thing, I monkey survey, whatever it's called, and then it's a free, and then this is the one I did in that, and this is just for my Square account, and I put it on a coaster to make it easier just to um have available to show people, like if they say, "Oh, where'd you get that shirt?" And I could say, "Oh, I bought it from this shop. Oh, I bought it from Gale Designs." Anyway, um, anyway, so I did mine in link. I created mine in Linktree because then I could add everything there. My shop, my YouTube, Facebook, a Facebook group, a Facebook page. That's the one I have linked. It's the Facebook page because that's going to be where I advertise my things for sale, which then will guide you to the shop. And then also um, Instagram. I only have Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I don't have TikTok or Pinterest. I have enough to keep track of. But now that I don't do tutoring, unless we start doing it online, I have time. All right, so gently. Oh, it's looking good already. All right, so I'm going to. So one of the gifts is my kids. They're funny. Like my birthday in August, I turned 69. So they were on a cruise. They were on a cruise, but they is it Zelle, bank to bank? They Zelled me $69 and thought that was funny. And I'm like, it was really cute that, because I turned 69, they gave me $69. And for Christmas, my son gave me this, and she got one for her mom. And so let me go ahead and it's one of those. And there's more in there, but anyway, so we were like, we're going to head to the club, and yeah, and her mom was saying mariachi, so anyway, so I keep forgetting because I need shirts, and I keep forgetting, that I have that's real money, and I could go get a shirt because I have a $5 voucher at Michael's, and so that's pretty much, and the Gildan shirts that they have for the 299, the heavy cotton, they're kind of soft now. Some of them are still really stiff. I don't like those. And and yeah, so they did a video, Bobby, of us dancing with throwing our money, So um anyway, um So so the Gildan shirts, I'll go check them out. And I got a blue one, a really pretty blue one. It's like I don't know what I would call it, like, "Hey, Barb." I think, I probably would call it a true blue. It is pretty blue, and, um, and it was soft, so I got that one, and then the one that I'm doing is a Gildan soft style in black. It was the last black, and it's been a while. It was before Christmas, and I was thinking, "Oh, I was gonna go after the show and get a shirt," and and then it's like, with it being New Year's Eve, they probably don't have any black ones, but yeah, yeah, I get the military discount, also get a teacher discount, and then there's a senior citizen discount. Yep, and that once you qualify for it, it automatically shows up when you but the thing is that for the Gildans at Michael's, no discount counts. Even like the soft style. The soft style is regular price, but discounts don't apply to any of the Gildan, but the vouchers do. And I have a $5 voucher. I did a survey with Brother for my machine, and they sent me $25 Visa gift card, and and next time, because I just did another survey with them for $15, um, and so the option when I went to claim it was a virtual or a physical Visa card. So I chose virtual, but then it doesn't have a barcode on it, so you can only use it online. So, um, s- so I'm gonna order something, some food from Sam's Club and pick it up and use the $25 on that. Then, but I noticed with this other one that you scroll down, there's options. So I could have got instead of the Visa, I could have got a store card. Then it would have had a barcode, and then I could use it in the store. Got to make my pennies somehow. And I do surveys with Bing and get gift cards that way too. And Google Google opinion, no, not opinion, Google rewards, and that's how I pay for my memberships. I don't pay out of pocket for memberships. It goes into like a Google Pay. I'm sure there's other seniors out there that know the ropes on how to make a little extra coin. It's not easy out here. Retirement's nice because you don't have to get up and go to work in this, I say, frigid weather. Barb's probably rolling her eyes. Oh, please, Gail. I do know what frigid is. Lived in Chicago. Been through two blizzards, one in Chicago and one in Colorado. Well, Colorado is just a lot of snow. It wasn't freezing weather, but it buried our cars. My I lived with my cousins that and they had van and then a Jeep. So they were tall vehicles and they were buried. The drift had come up over the door. We couldn't even get out. If if the neighbors didn't rescue us, we probably could have suffocated um, because the everything was blocked. More lint. Yeah, I can't speak for any sweatshirts for that doesn't uh that doesn't exist in my home. Now my daughter-in-law will wear I thought I got one. My daughter-in-law will wear one. They're like um the light the lightweight ones because my son has the house really cold. Um so but it's comfortable to me. I mean, if I ignore it, then then I'm fine. Otherwise, I'll grab one of the blankets and put around my arms. My elbows are the ones that gets cold. 6 degrees. Oh, so you're above zero. See, that's how the blizzard in Chicago of 79 was. It started on New Year's Eve day, started just with the light snow and everything, but kept up, and then we were excuse me, that was did I s- that was Chicago. I thought I said Colorado, but that was the Chicago one. And it had drifted. That one was fun. Jeremy was 18. No, it was just before his second birthday. And we had a sliding glass door. We were ground level in an apartment. And it was he had gone out there, or I had slid the door, and there was just enough gap where he could get out, and so he got out and climbed up to the top and then slid down the other side. Everybody was out there trying to bury their car. Don't know why, because they weren't going to go anywhere. The roads, the where they where the trucks are, they couldn't even get out. So, but in Colorado, our the neighbors across the street came over with the snow blower. He had to snow blow his way through, you know, over to us, and then freed us, and then worked on the driveway. That one, the one in Colorado, was Christmas Eve day. We were going to her daughter's house for the meal. We were supposed to do the side dishes, and Tina was doing the so I did this. miss the top. It does capture that, but when I pull it up, it might come undone. So that's what I even save these tiny little strips. Um, and this is why. Um, I don't do it. I don't miss getting the stones regularly, but I do it enough to know to keep a piece of scrap. So I just need to check, get my nice little magnifying glass out. I'm gonna plug in my machine. I don't even have that plugged in. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what was happening, Tracy, was that everybody was in shock because they couldn't see their car, so they just had to unbury it. And we were having fun, when they saw him, and I had to. He could walk up it because he was just a tot. And I crawled up it, and because it was, how when it like rains or something, it gets that crisp coating on there, and uh so I was really careful. Of course, I was only 118 pounds then, not what I'm at now, but we had fun, and then everybody stopped on Barry in their car and come and joined us, and you know had a good old time. Colorado is the blizzard of '82. Chicago. I actually lived in Wheeling at that time, if you know where that is. It's outside of Schaumburg. When I lived in Oh, you had one there too? Yeah, I think it just hit that whole area. Um, did it come down from Canada? These stones are so pretty. Is a rainbow from the baby's booty. It's there. It's just a different color stone. When I was a small kid, we had a huge blizzard where they opened up the road with a D8 dozer. I don't know what that is. I don't get the snow like we did 60 years ago. Neither do I, Barb. I don't know. Well, you know what? It was so let's see. It was Bling Fest 2023, which was the first Bling Fest. And after that, I said, you know, if I'm going to be flying to this side of the United States and I'm that close to my family, I'm going to go from Charlotte, I'm going to go from North Carolina to Wisconsin because my family, they like picking me up at the Milwaukee airport versus the Chicago airport. And oh, actually, that year I did fly into the Chicago airport. Um, and because my family was it was after Halloween. And so my brother was at his daughter's house that lives close to Chicago. She actually lives close to St. Louis. And and so they would be on their way home. So it would be they timed it to where they would be at the Chicago airport. And so anyhow, um, so that's when they picked me up. And I thought that was October of 2023. And I thought that I was going to get snowed in there because it was snowing. It was beautiful. And I played in it. And I was, you know, the bedrooms are upstairs. So I just would sit in the upstairs window and watch it and watch the birds and everything. So that I did enjoy, mainly because I was leaving it, but also then it started when it didn't stop, then it was the terror of the the blizzard happening all over again and being stuck there, which really wouldn't be bad because, you know, I'm retired. Um, so um but yeah, got there the first day that I got there, it was October and so I got fall because the leaves were all changing and stuff. And then the next day I got winter. I'm like, okay. I just now experienced uh, seasons because, you know, our season just is just, you know, hot, hotter. So we don't have spring, summer, winter, fall. Excuse me. I said that backwards. Spring, summer, fall, winter. Okay, these look good. I'm getting ready to press this, and I don't even have the SS6s done. So Bobby was sharing about the flock dots getting in her dog's hair too. Okay. I can't remember if this goes up higher. No, this is the highest. Oh, and your Yorkie. So it's long hair like her golden. It's the cats I really worry about getting flock dots in their hair because they're constantly licking themselves. This transfer tape needs to go in the trash when I'm done with it because it's not holding very well. All right. I had a couple stones. Decided to do somersaults. Oh boy. Operation. I hope everyone stays safe in this weather. Um, we haven't gone out in years, and I always would go over when my son was active duty. He was stationed in North Carolina, and I'd go over there and for the holidays, and I'd be watching uh, the fireworks, the New Year's programs all by myself. They go to bed so early, still go to bed so early. It's like that joke that says, "Oh, when I was little, I couldn't wait to be an adult and go to bed whenever I want." Turns out it's still 9 o'clock. Bedtime is still 9 o'clock. But I've been a night owl all my life. I used to get in trouble. My mom would see my light on and, go to bed. So I learned, like any child that was a night owl, you just have to before I turned my light on, I had a beach towel, and I would put that along the bottom of my door and then turn my light on. That way she couldn't see it. At least I think she couldn't see it. She never told me that she did, but then I would get up and I would do um, macrame. And I just did, and I've shared this on here before, but um, I would just have some knot combination, some combinations of some knots and things. And so I would get some scrap jute and then create that. And then I could go back to sleep. I just needed to get that creative idea taken care of. And then with those little pieces of the combinations, then I would make them into little plant holders for the car. We would hang air plants in the car. I'd sell them on the beach. And my great grandkids left on Sunday too. Yep. Unpacked and have their rooms set up. Okay, so I have this done again. Let me make sure uh, these all slid. I wouldn't care too much except for I have this other layer to fit into this. Oh, this one's way off. Alrighty. Y'all don't get to misbehave. Well, I'm looking forward to the new year, new adventures. I think I don't remember looking forward to a new year as much as I am this year. Well, these were a little off more than I thought. Oh, I know why. It's not that they moved or anything. I put the template back. I put this back down onto the template. All right. Well, as long as they're not out of line, I'm fine. I mean, flipped over or anything. And like this, North Good. Yeah, that's what happened in 82. My parents had come out, had drove me out from, that was when I moved and moved there, and then they were going to stay, but there was a big storm coming in, and so they hightailed it back out of there to Illinois before it hit, because my parents were both still working, and so they had jobs to get back to. They couldn't afford to be stuck in a blizzard. Okay. Oh, I don't know if you can hear. There's people standing right outside my window. I want to lift it up and take a look at it, but I also don't want to lift it up. All right. Now for the fun one. Oh, sugar cookies wouldn't be left over. I think that's what happened. My family. I have to really think. What day is it? That's the thing about not having tutoring. I lost my purpose for Monday and Tuesday. I mean Monday and Wednesday for tutoring. That helped me remember what day it was. Anyway, so they she came over just before just before we went live Monday night, dropped off some food because uh, it's not cooking for Big Fam anymore. It's just her and my son. Her parents cook their own meals. All right. Oh, I'm using the wrong brush. I'm like, why aren't these going in? Who's still in the chat that knows what size a SS6 hole should be? These are just not even going into holes. Well, I got some in the hole. Look at this. This is not even going in. I'm gonna uh Bobby, if since you get the bling box, this came in Patrice's bling box. Can somebody tell me? Yeah, I know SS10.13 too. I think this is just these don't even fit, which is sad. I'll have to recut it, make the holes bigger. It's not precious pieces. Are you still here? I think these were 11s. But this is what I have so far. It definitely needs the other piece because the other piece says is my business, and then it has the swirly things that go in here. So but I would have to hand plate. I would have to just lay these down. I would definitely not use. They don't fit in the hole at all. They don't fit in the hole at all. That's sad. Just a couple of them. Um, okay. See this, so I got this from, but it's not, it's not in, no, these are SS6, and this part of the template is SS6. The part that I brushed in was SS10. It says 1.9 to 2. Yes, this template is SS6, and these stones are SS6. These are SS10. But the template came from Creative Fabrica, and they're not always correct. Yeah, see? SS6. They're definitely SS6 stones. They're tiny, but these holes are even tinier. They I would have to just lay these, I would have to lay these in here, lay them on top, or just recut the whole thing. Either way, it's going to take time, and I'm not going to be able to finish this live. Um, on this show. Hopefully I'll get that done. I'll get that done tonight. I mean for tonight, and post it. So if it's yeah, that's the thing with that is, and then also um everything was grouped together, but then when you bring it into, so I think they might use like unite, but it's not the same unite as it is in yeah, like they do it in silhouette, but then it doesn't hold together when you transfer it into Cricut. And so that's the first thing I do when I see it's grouped, and I go, oh, I bet you if I ungroup it, then it's going to be individual dots. And that's what it was. So I just don't do anything. And then I tapped on one in the panel because I didn't want to touch anything on the canvas because it could have moved something. And then I tap on one and see what the size was. And this was point, um, I thought I can't remember if it was '09 or if it was 11. And that's the thing is I don't know what See, some of them stay. Where am I at? 133. Yes, some of them actually stay. Yeah, so checked out what size it was, and then and the other thing is they say, like, this template, it said that it should be a 10 by 6. So I did 10 by 6 and I had ovals. So then I deleted it and then brought it back in, um, uploaded it again, and so it came in at the size it was. And the stones were 0.13 for the 10, for the SS10 side. And but it was only 4 inches high. So I just kept making it a little bigger, a little bigger, a little bigger, um, and and until it got close to the 10 by 6, um, without changing the shape, and so that they kept the 10 by 13, which I should have checked for this. I should have checked for this. But when I find out what size hole SS6 is supposed to be, I'm gonna I'm gonna mark it to where I can find it. Um, yeah, but and last night I was in the bushes, because I was trying to get this stuff done, and so I couldn't see what she was doing. Um, but see, this is definitely SS10, and it's going to shut off, and that's okay. I'm going to let it shut off because I'm not. I can't do that right now. Um, and I could get this weeded, but I'm not going to press it um until I get the stones finished, because that's going to be hotter than that what this needs, and I don't need this to get overheated and then peel. But anyway, more projects have done to bring into the or to finish before the new year, but I definitely want to get this done. And so the tote bag, oh, I put it over here. So the tote bag is going to be this one, um, which I'll get it weeded. I have to change the font. Um, so it's this one. It's a Cricut one for sublimation, and um, and it's something about, I think, minding my own small business, and then I have my logo, and then I have the icons, um, down here, and then the QR code. The QR code will be in the corner, and so I'm going to test. This color is True Blue. I'm going to test that out, And then this one is wild aster, because it has to be dark for the QR code to work. And I think the blue, which would be close to my logo, um, I think that will, um, I think it's dark enough blue. And so I need to test that and onto fabric to see if it's going to be dark enough. And then also, um, and then that aster, which is beautiful. I've seen that one made. I've used it actually. But anyway, so that's what I'll get these. I'll get this cut out. I have to change my font that I use for my logo in Cricut Design Space so that I don't have any problems with it, because I'd hate to cut out the infusible ink and then something's wrong with the font. But anyhow, so that's all I have. I'm just going to get this weeded out. That's the thing, is I need to have the logo so I need to have this so I can see it. So let me just like check out. I have Cricut still open. Of course, it's been paused so long, it's not gonna, I just want to see. I know this, that ring, because I changed it. These I did, these I did squares because it's for my square site. And because this is what you can change, and then these you can change as well. And so I did change them to where they would be easier to use as the SVG, because if I was sublimating them, then it wouldn't have been any problem, which is, well, I still have to weed it, but I mean, if I was using the sawgrass printer, then that wouldn't have been any problem. But so I changed these to the squares, and these I changed to circles. I rounded them all, so you can pull this off. And this is smart vinyl, Cricut. Everything is Cricut. I don't go buy stuff. This was from, well, this actually came with my why isn't this coming in? This actually came with my heat press, my auto press. So see, I changed the shapes of these to be um, rounded. There it is. Okay, so finally came up. So I need the dot in the middle. So this inner ring is what I need to remove. And um, the gal from 365, she teaches silhouettes. She teaches silhouette. She's the one that helped me work with the QR code because I couldn't get it to convert to the I couldn't get it to convert to an SVG. And so each one of these pieces I needed to change because it had something around it. And so I had to unite them together so that, and then united all of this together. So this is going to be cool. So this is actually because I was using a scrap. I did have it set for a 10 by 10. Like I didn't really want a big target on my back, but anyhow, so this is just under 8 by 8 with my long hair. But I always, because it's heavy when it's back like this, that's why I always, it's lighter when it's like this. It's not as heavy. And so I don't know how I'm gonna feel about people scanning me, but hey, if it's gonna bring in the money with people actually buying something off my website, I'll be a walking billboard. At least I know the owner. I hope you have a wonderful New Year's, everybody. In California, I had I would there's a oh, I guess you can just like get it off YouTube. But they had like a video of fires in the fireplaces, and so I would set that up, and you could get like the kind that had the crackling like it was burning wood, and then I would put in my diffuser like cedar wood or some wood scent. I like pines. And so then you would have the smell, the look, and and the crackling. Excuse me. I do need to go see my gastroenterologist about my esophagus because I've been having issues with that again. And so I haven't had bleeding, so I think I'm still safe. Um, but it's starting to get, my voice is getting scratchy. But anyway, so I wouldn't need the heat, so getting one of those fake fireplaces, not fake fireplaces, but one of those that you can transport, that provides heat. I wouldn't need anything like that. And I don't need that here. But the ambiance, of a fireplace, because I grew up with a fireplace. My dad built the fireplace, and my dad built our house, and he built a fireplace. Okay, I'm going to be loving this. And for other shirts, I could do one for the sleeve, like here. Here, you can't see if I can get down low enough. So it's just my logo, and then it has Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram icons on it. And I do have these in the bling version too. Patrice had those for the members, which if you're a new member, you can like scroll through her members section because she doesn't delete things. I went all the way back to her beginning and found some gems, but she has those in the bling version that you could do. This YouTube one that I'm wearing is from That to This, Derica Green. She had it for her members, and then but it's in her website. I'm going to do I have a design I have a design that I need to turn into rhinestones, and it'll be a smaller one because it's going to be night, and then an owl and crafting, and then my logo thing. Okay, so I need to get back in here because I need to see this square. This square. Okay, need to clean it up and just the dot remains. Wait, that's not the square I was thinking about. All right. I love things when they're easy to peel like this. Wait, this is square. So that cleans out. So it's, oh, so this is the top, this is the bottom. So it goes like this. Let me flip this. It's not gonna let me do it. Okay, I get it now. So this comes out, the dot remains, and then this comes out, and then that remains. Okay. There's another, you can set those out. Okay, so it says I lost connection and it's reconnecting. I see on my phone. So on my phone, everything's still moving, but I don't see Restream. Huh, that's weird. I don't know what's going on. I see on my phone, I'm there, but when I look at the screen, I'm not. All right. Could be a sign. Restart default microphone. Oh, you can't even hear me. Oh, you can still hear me? It shows that my sound table is still up and I see my sound table, but I don't see my sound table on there. Okay. Oh, now you don't hear me? Whoa. Do you still hear me? I don't even see me now. I don't know what happened. What's going on? On my phone, I can see both of them. There's that back. Okay, and the time thing, every okay. Yeah, I turned the laptop sound on. Okay. So anyhow, um, yeah, that's because I opened up Cricut Design Space, and that was just too much for it to handle. The it doesn't. Oops, it doesn't like it when I do that. Um, so anyway, so this is looking cute as far as like I'm excited about that. I need to get this one. And I asked Marilyn because my shirt is black, and I asked her, "Do you think doing it in white on a black shirt will still work?" And she said, "Yeah, it would," because I know she's made them in different, 'cause the shirts. Um, because I remember seeing that live a long time ago where she was making them for her friends that do the Jeep thing with uh with her husband. So I'm going to figure out my assignment is figure out what's going on with the other template and get that done, um, get that brushed in and or remade, you know, if I have to remake the SS10. I know if I have to hand place all of those just by laying them on top because they don't fit in the holes. They just do not fit in the holes. And if I have to hand place those, I'm not going to be making a lot of those shirts. And I planned on making different colors, and um, so there. So it actually goes like this. This is the top. This is the top. or this is the top. I'll have to figure that out. I just know that 2 circles are at the top. Oh, okay, so this is how it goes. So this is gonna be on my back of Bling is My Business shirt. But I have to finish getting that blinged, and, and then, so this is the other project that I'm gonna be doing. Um, and I have to get the infusible ink cut out for that. Um, here's the other template. Here's the other template, and I just stabbed myself with that. Here's the other template. Um, that I'm gonna make a shirt with. Bling is my business. I figured this out. So both of them are in, and there was no problem with this one. No problem with this one at all. And so, oh, you know what? I didn't readjust any of the size of this other one. This is the one that I did because it said like it was a 10 by 6. And when I did 10 by 6, it made these ovals. And so then I took that away. And so I just made them to where they're like 13s. And so they're not as spaced as closely as they were originally, but they were right on top of each other and they were had little bits out of it. So that's a thing with getting from Creative Fabrica, you know, you don't know who it was. And I had left a review because sometimes when you bring them in, they're scattered all over your canvas. They're not even they're not in any way that you can bring them back together to make your design. And so, oh, and plus you have to check the spelling because sometimes they're translating from their language into English and it doesn't translate. They don't spell correctly. And so I had said something, and then Creative Fabrica reached out to me. Hi, Denzel. Creative Fabrica had reached out to me, asked me to change my review because it goes against them. And I'm like, I'm sorry. No, I can't. I can't change my review. And people need to know that. They need to know before they buy it what's gonna go on. So they reached out to the creator to change it, and they have not changed it yet. So Denzel, I made this is a QR code that's going to go on the back of my shirt, and it's for Linktree, and Linktree will have it has my all of my links to my Facebook page, um, YouTube, Instagram, and then my my Square my Square account, and Buy Me Coffee. I'm not sure about Cash App if I added that or not. So that's going to go on the back of my shirt. And then this is the second half of my design that I need to check. I don't know. It doesn't look clear to me there. I need to check on this or just put on a movie and just lay stones on top of the holes. No, they don't. And you know what? And that the one that I got for my little miss, the rock, paper, scissors, that's actually in Cricut Design Space. But that was one of those designers. I bought it off of Etsy. And then when I pull it into Cricut, it came up, all of that, they always come up. And then and it was the same exact one. and the same. So she's a designer, one of those designers with the little purple thing, and she but anyway, so I couldn't. I would have had, I would have had to purchase it from, because I don't have I'm not an access member. So this is the part that I did get done. Um, so and I used rainbow. So this is the SS6 part, and then this part is excuse me, SS10. This is the SS6 that will fit. So is my business will fit underneath here, and then these little frilly things will fit through here. Um, so turned out this turned out good. So this is because of this is where the other design will fit in. Now this down here, it moved when I pressed it. So it happens. So let's see. Oh, it's a lot of. So this will go on the back of here. So I'll still be working, but off camera, because we'll be going live tonight, 10:15 Central, and bring in the new year and get rid of some of these projects. So I don't want to bring in all these projects. Thank you, Donzel. And Donzel, you off? You get a little vacation for the new year? So the Pat Chat crew will be on tomorrow. At least Laura and I will be on. I don't know about Miss Becky, but 5 o'clock. Laura was going to take the day off because it's her birthday, and but I guess because she was off Monday, and so having Thursday and then Monday and then Thursday again off, she's missing her community. So she messaged me this morning, and I said, "Yeah." So our theme is going to be New Year's, and it's like that's good because I that's what I'm working on too. I had made I'm trying to move over. I need to change my camera pick. I made this the other night. It's just cardstock, and so it's 2026, y'all. But I should have made the New Year's one first. Nice, you're off till Sunday. Um, so this tree is converted. I got the white tree so that I don't have to take it down. So my January tree will be all black and silver. My silver made these, and so got make some more, and then I have some more things to stick in the tree. So then February is going to be pink and silver. We'll see about March, probably spring. The color, the white or the rainbow. I love the rainbow. I had made that one shirt from Greg, and I used, and it had rainbow, and it was SS10 and SS6. And so I used rainbow for both. And then for the ombre, I used fuchsia, fuchsia or magenta, whichever one. It was perfect. It was perfect for this um, rainbow color. So yeah, I've neglected rainbow. I've been using everything else, and then I needed SS10 and SS6 for design, and so it's like, what do I have that matches? And I was like, oh, I have Reno. So anyway, all right. So that's it for now. Like I said, I'm going to still be working, but I'll be working off camera because I need to figure things out um, and test things out. But it'll be ready for tonight. I know a lot of you won't be up, but have a happy and safe New Year and enjoy whatever you're going to be doing. I used to stay up and watch around the world, but Dick Clark passing kind of spoiled that for me. It's just all over the place now. So I don't do that. Um and of course that was before I had my crafting community too. So we're just going to be working on Lisa Lisa MBA and I don't know if Bobby's going to join us or not. Lena is still on her cruise. She'll be back Sunday. Um, so we're just going to be hanging out, having fun, and working on. I'm going to be working on blinging. So Lisa says she's going to be blinging. So we'll be doing some blinging, and I'll be working on getting some stuff done and out out of my to do project box and into my shop area. So you have your shop closed until Monday, doing a bunch of projects, deep cleaning, the shop working with the new Wilcom. What's the Wilcom? Is that a new machine you have? Hey, Tracy. Yeah. So, all right. So I'm going to end the live. And thank you, everybody, for coming in. And we'll see you in the new year. Peace and love. Be safe. No way. It won't click.